Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Dolphins' Andrew Franks ready to rock and roll, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Boise State alum, Jaycazzz. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Here's Ajayi. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll move to get Cutler off the field. He stays out there, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll begin here with Blunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Jeffrey's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 47 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Well, CD, peeking around the league for a second, looking at quarterbacks, Dolphins, they've already lost Tannehill. A couple other teams, though, worried that they might not have their horse for the starting game, and that would be Cam Newton. And you got Andrew Luck in Indianapolis as well.
Yeah, not to mention Joe Flacco in Baltimore, right? I mean, Cam and Andrew share one thing, shoulder surgery. So they're wondering, will they be ready to go on the season opener? And then you flip it over to Joe Flacco, who came to camp, appeared to be ready to go, got injured in a weightlifting situation, and now they're hoping that he's ready for the season opener. You're talking about Cam played in the Super Bowl. Flacco won one, and Andrew Luck, we're expecting one in his future.
Here we go now.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On third down, Cutler. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Cutler. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Hurry up, here we go.
This is Ajayi. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From midfield now, here's Cutler. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Now Cutler looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On first down, it's Cutler. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Fresh set of downs here. Cutler to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
All right, here we go.
Now Cutler on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start out on the ground with a Jay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run with a Jay. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. Oh, bowls right over him. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. So the D-line's going to spread out. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And now running right through it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's Ajayi. And he's got some space here. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And the play clock's running down. From the gun, it's Cutler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Frank's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run again with Blunt. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.